Oh, that was bad. Oh, somebody's found us. I thought we were going to be sitting here talking to myself. Who are we going to have? Come on, I can see you there, so you're going to come and say something. You've even given a thumbs up, so come on, you've got to say something. Let me know who you are. You all right, John? Good to see you, mate. You must be shattered. You've been around for a fair session today as well. So I'm here from... Hi, Suzanne. I'm here from 3 till 5. Then we're going to have Hannah on from 5 till 7. Hi, Angela. Although Hannah's not been feeling too great, so she might be late or she might not be too well. So if she's not, then I'll just carry it on for a bit. So we just wait and see what happens. I'm not going to throw auctions all down your face because you had loads of them being dumped on you all today. I used to work nights, John. Funnily enough, I loved it. It fitted in with me perfectly. 4 on, 4 off. Yeah, it was brilliant. I used to love it. Take 4 days holiday and you've got nearly 2 weeks off work. It was great. So where are we going to go? Okay, so I'll start with, I'll tell you nice and easy, why I decided that I'd stay around for the full 24. I don't know, I guess I'm a bit... Firstly, it's a charity that I think is really dear to me. I've experienced homelessness. I've been that vulnerable person. So it was a charity that meant a lot to me. So I thought, yeah, it would be nice to stick around and try and do all of it. From a mod point of view, I knew that there were going to be some sessions where the CJs would struggle to get a mod. So I thought, you know, it'd be nice to stick around and help them out where they can or where I can. And then Ian kind of dumped it on me about 9 o'clock last night. Right, you're going to be in charge. You do this, you do that. So yeah, it kind of snowballed and it went from from just doing it for a bit of fun to sort of being lumbered with it. But as I say, it's something that's really dear to me. Homelessness, I think, is something that it's not treated as seriously as it should be. A lot of people think it's, you know, it's all alcoholics and drug addicts, and it's not. That's just not the case at all. I've actually been homeless twice, and both times, I suppose, no real fault of my own. The first time was particularly tough. Christ, where are we now? I suppose about 12, 13, no, maybe more than that. Must be about 15 years ago. I was living in Manchester at the time, and I'm originally from West Sussex, and my dad got ill down in West Sussex, terminally ill. And I moved back down to help care for him and that kind of stuff. Eventually, that was with motor neurone disease. So that's why the Stephen Hawkins are quite sentimental coins for me. Not everybody here is fortunate as Stephen Hawkins, and not everybody can go on forever. I mean, my dad was literally diagnosed and passed away within 6 months. And it's a horrible, horrible disease to watch anybody go through. Without going into too much detail, the day after my dad passed away, there was an attempt on my life. I was actually on the phone at the time to my brother, who was living in Spain at the time. And a car quite deliberately come down the road and ploughed me down. So from that, I was obviously taken into hospital and advised from the police that I wasn't to return to the area. So as you can imagine, mentally, that totally screwed with me. Just lost my dad. I can't return to the area. I'd also lost my phone in the accident, so I had no way of contacting anybody. And yeah, became homeless. From the hospital, they released me into a homeless hostel where I stayed one night. And that's where it gets so messed up, because officially I was working. I couldn't stay there because they only take people on benefits, but I wasn't allowed to return to the area, so I couldn't go back to my job. Which then led on, so obviously I'm released from the hostel, which then led on to get accepted in the hostel. I had to be signed off by a doctor, but because I didn't have any official address, I couldn't register with a doctor. So, you know, it's a really nasty vicious circle. I suppose it was only about 4 days on the streets, but it's really not a nice experience. You've got, you know, you're worrying where your next meal is going to come from, where you're going to sleep, are you going to stay dry? Are you going to get attacked? Are you going to get moved on by the police? You've got all of this kind of thing going through your head, and then you throw in on top of that where I was mentally at the time. I mean, I literally didn't know what I was doing. I was reporting to social services every morning, and they were literally giving me a piece of paper with instructions on it of what I had to do, where I had to go. And so it's really not nice. So that's why I'm more than happy to support this kind of a charity and do everything I can to get them some money. So yeah, that's why I'm more than happy to do it. I mean, even when eventually you manage to get yourself signed off and you then go into these homeless hostels, and the things that you see in there are really not pleasant, really not nice, and you know, it's hard work. And I think it took all in all about 18 months to 2 years to finally get rehoused and get somewhere. So yeah, it was not a nice period in my life. But luckily you've got charities like this around that do all they can to help the vulnerable people, the homeless people. And without, you know, the support of people like this, we'd be in a lot worse position than we are now. And I think that's important. Right, so that's quite deep for this time of the morning. So let's have something really light-hearted now. We were talking on one of the streams earlier on. Hey, Lou, how are you doing, sweetheart? You all right? Good to see you. We were talking on one of the streams earlier on. I really can't remember whose it was. I'll tell you who it was. Oh, God, what was his name? Oh, God, was it Coins and More that done it from the hotel room? Yeah, sorry about that, Suzanne. I just thought I'd give you a background as to why I feel passionately about something like that. So the chap that was doing it from the hotel room, I think it was Coins and More, and him and John Gamble were saying about the Heinz baked beans pieces of 8 sets that they've got, and I said that I've got the Benson and Hedges one. And they were like, no, I've never heard of Benson and Hedges. I didn't know you could get more than one set. So I did say that I'd show it, but I don't think any of them are here now. Louise, actually, surprisingly, I don't feel too bad. Ask me again in another couple of hours and that might change. So that was a Benson and Hedges set that I was talking about. I say it's pointless now because none of them that we were talking to about it are on. But I did say I'd say it. I know, I had no idea, Louise, and until you were telling me the other day. But I did notice when I bought it, there was only one of them listed on eBay, so I gathered it wasn't, you know, a hugely popular one. Thank you, Suzanne. That means a lot as well. As I say, it's a lot more sort of common than I think people want to admit. But we've done the depressing bit now, so we're just going to have a bit of fun for a couple of hours. So how much have you watched, Louise? I thought you were on for quite a bit earlier on. How can I put it? You know, your little telltale that it's usually you there without you commenting. I'm sure you know what I mean. I noticed that, so I thought it must be you. I thought it was. Treat us to be that touches more than we know. Exactly, and that's the same with the mental health. And again, that's something, you know, why I'm quite passionate about that as well. Sort of silent or invisible illness, isn't it? So yeah. So Lou, come on, share your news with everybody. What did you find today? I'm not going to let you get away without telling everyone. Or everyone, all 5 of them. Yeah. A Peter Rabbit 2019 in change. Was it really badly beaten up? I mean, that really, what was it that went out in the end? Was it 450? So to actually get one of them is pretty incredible. You think where they went. Yeah, I know. That's what I was like, Suzanne. Honestly, I'm sure it was only 400. It might have even only been 400. But to actually find one of them is incredible. So is it on eBay now? Oh, you were doing a hunt then? I didn't realise it was on a hunt. Yeah, there's been quite a few sort of dodgy ones. I did notice when it all first started off, Ian had said, well, I think a few people had said that there was one on eBay with a letter of authenticity. Well, the only way that could have happened if it was one of the CJs, volunteers that had put it on there, and it had. I'm getting changed for a business. I think he had a bid of 300 on it, and that was the only bid that it went for. But then a couple of days later, exactly the same coin went up. So I don't think it was a genuine bid. I think it was the owner trying to boost interest in it. And it didn't sell, so they put it back up, and they put the price. I think they had it on for 250 this time. But I didn't bother checking if it sold. Yeah, okay. Well, would I? I don't know. I wouldn't sell it. I'd probably give it to my brother's little girl. She's just started collecting. So I've said all of my spares that I'll send over to her. RJ, I'm off to bed soon, but wanted to at least drop on your stream. You've been everyone's fault. No, honestly, Richard, it's been a pleasure, mate. And you and John were great. Really enjoyed your streams. So really enjoyed it. So get yourself some sleep, and I'll see you later on in the day. No, I know what you mean. I wouldn't. But it was funny because talking to you on Thursday or Friday about what I should be buying. And I said to you Friday afternoon, I went and bought a load of them. And then it was Friday later in the day that my brother was saying to me that his daughter's just started collecting. So I said a lot of the bunch packs that I've bought, I'll stick them all in a Christmas present for her. So she'll have some nice coins to get on with. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. She's always such a pain to buy for. Good night, RJ, and honestly, thank you, mate. You were fantastic. I'll send everybody to sleep now anyway. So. What is it? I think she's 11 or 12. Popcoin, hello. Nice to see you. I think she's 11 or 12, but she's just one of these that's a nightmare to buy for, you know. It's all computer games, and so I just thought it's better to give her something like that it'll keep her interest in collecting going. And it'll be a nice, you know, something that she can keep. I wish somebody had done something like that when I was her age. obviously when you were our age, Lee, we were talking about hammered coins and that then, wasn't it? It wasn't these sort of coins. Tell me about it, Suzanne. I've literally just bought, or say just bought, September. I bought the new football game on the Xbox. And again, but you take it well, Lou. That's why I don't mind it with you. You do take it. And you do give it as well. Oh, yeah, I can imagine then. Yeah, I just bought the new FIFA game. And again, I wouldn't have bought it if it was just for me. But my brother logs on and he plays it because I got the digital version. And that was like, what did I pay? 75 quid? And that was the cheapest version of it. It went up to about 90 something. No. And I've played it about 4 or 5 times. So yeah, I just think, you know, give her something like that. It's disgusting what they charge. And certainly with something like that, you know, the football, they update it every year, so it's a new one each time. I suppose it's like kids with the football kits and that, and they've got to have the latest one. And, but again, I suppose I didn't mind doing it because it's helping my brother out, and it's a bit easier for me. I'm just on my own. I've only got myself to support, whereas he's got a family and that, so I don't mind helping him out if I can. To be fair, he's the only one of my family that I'm still in touch with, so I don't mind doing it for him. Yeah. Well, you've got to, though, don't you? Because if you don't, you know, kids can be so cruel. You know, get picked on and bullied for not having the right trainers or, you know, the latest phone. And so you've got to try and keep up with it. As much as you don't want to. I must say, I've got a daughter. She's, God, what is she now? 26. Yeah. And I've got to say, my daughter, when she was growing up, she was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, she used to get all the latest computer games and phones, but I used to make her save for them. And I'd say, you save half and I'll pay for half. So it was teaching her the value of money from a young age. And I suppose, really, for a single child, she didn't turn out too bad. She's done well for herself. She's got a nice job that she enjoys. She's got a nice girlfriend that she's with now. Yeah, so didn't do a bad job, I guess. Where else can we go? What else can we chat about? 19-year-old working, but I still yeah, you do though, don't you? I've said to mine, you know, you might be 26, but you'll always be my little girl. That never changes, does it? And you're always protective of them. Saying that, I don't think I would have been so much if it was a boy. It won't be far off, mate. It won't be far off, and the sun will be coming up. Not far now. We got Hannah at 5. The sun should be well, don't know about the sun, but it will certainly be getting light around about then. We're on the downward slope, as they say now. And no doubt Ian's going to jump into the chat and throw a few curveballs in the morning, as he likes to do. Yeah, it's funny, like I say, if it had been a boy, I don't think I'd have been as protective. But I think because it's you know, it's a girl and it's the only child. I've just been really protective over her, sometimes overly protective. But I'd say it's all worked out well. I was just saying, Lee, to be honest with you, I'd recommend. I'm not too fussed. I mean, I was chatting with Hannah, I think it was around about midnight. And she said she needed to get some sleep because she wasn't well. Oh, no, way before midnight. It was 20 to 10. She said she needed to get some sleep because she hadn't been well. And I was just saying, if she's not well, and she did say she might have to scream from bed. And I've said I'm going to stick around till midday anyway. I know it's technically going on till 5 with John Gamble, but I'll stick around till midday. So if Hannah's in a state and can't do it, I'll carry it on for her. You would have believed me, works both ways. Yeah. That's what I say. It's very easy to say that, isn't it? When you've only got the one. Very easy to say. I've surprised myself a lot with my daughter. A lot of things I didn't think I would react in certain ways. Until you're in that situation, you don't really know, do you? So yeah, you're probably right. Whereabouts are you in the country then, Popcorn? Where are we? Whereabouts in the country are you? Lewes, Yorkshire, is it? The girls first. Yeah, he's always do you know, to be perfectly honest, not with my daughter. Sunderland. And I'm more than happy with it. My daughter, I split from her mum. God, she's about 23 years ago, and after about a year or so, her mum got with another guy, and obviously brought my daughter up, and he was fantastic, absolutely fantastic with her. And my daughter always looked at him as her dad, and he was her hero. And he passed away about 3 years ago, motorbike accident. And I'm happy with that, you know, because he was such a nice guy, and he did do a fantastic job with her. Yeah, so more than happy with that. Where are you, Lee? You're Yorkshire, aren't you? I don't know why I've got this weird thing that's telling me Suzanne's in Wales. I bet I'm nowhere near. Yeah, probably still up there, but I'm like I say, I'm not sad about it at all, because he was such a nice guy, and he did such a good job of it. Yeah, where are you? I thought you were Yorkshire. Oh well, couldn't be much further, could I? Scotland, Lancashire. Of course, yeah, hot pot, wasn't it? Somebody was asking you about. Of course, it was. Yeah. Christ, I'm absolutely miles away then. Have I been? I don't know. Yeah, I've been to Glasgow once, I think. It is a bit like that. Yeah, that's very true, Lee. That is true. They do keep you young, mate. It was shall I say? It was a rough. Oh God. It was a time in my life I'd like to forget. Let's put it that way. And not because of Scotland. But yeah. That's probably the best I can put it without offending anyone. Yeah. No, it's fine, honestly. It has made me actually chuckle a bit thinking about it. But yeah, it's a time I'd rather not remember. Oh dear. I've been about, I've moved. Oh, Stevie, I wish I was. At least that would have been an excuse then. I'd have had a decent excuse then. I've actually moved about quite a bit. So originally from West Sussex. God, where have I lived? Manchester, Salford, lived there for a couple of years. Where else did we go? 2 times in Wales, once in Lampeter, once in Penarth. I suppose about 2.5 years total there. Now back in Kent. But no intentions of moving. I love it here. It's a really nice old sort of historical place, you know. And I think the older I've got, young but no money every time I take me shopping. So do you know, even with that, I can't fault my daughter. Did you have it? Do you know what? I had no interest whatsoever in coins then. That would be going back 20 odd years ago. So I had no interest in coins then. No. And it's really sad until recently, until I started collecting, I never even knew where the mint was. I had no idea it was in Wales. Could have been. I'm one of those that money goes through me like anything. If it's in my pocket, I'll spend it. Yeah, I don't go for all that save for a rainy day and all that. No, I'd rather go out and spend it on what you want. Enjoy yourself now while you're here. We're not here for long, are we? Enjoy yourself while you can. And I must say, having nobody to answer to now is fantastic. Do what you want when you want. Put the telly on when you want. No, I can imagine. I mean, yours is a bit different, Suzanne. I mean, with 3 kids, it's going to be a lot harder, isn't it? But with me, I'm not to the stage where I'll put myself into debt. Exactly, live for today. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Yeah, I won't put myself into debt. I've done it a few times and I think some of that plays on the mental health side of it. It's really weird. I don't go out a lot. God. Sometimes it can be, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks before I leave the house. And other than to talk to the guy that delivers me medication, I won't even speak to another human. You know, face to face. and it's really weird. I can have a weekend planned for going up to my brother's, and I love going over to my brother's. I stay there for the weekend. We have a good time, and it's where I grew up as a kid. So I've got a lot of old school friends and all of that there. Exactly, enjoy it while they live. But it's really weird. The anticipation building up to going there can sometimes outweigh me knowing that I'm going to enjoy it. So sometimes I've intentionally, or say intentionally, that's probably wrong. No, it probably is. I've intentionally gone out and spent the money that I should be saving to use at my brother's, so I can use that then as an excuse not to go. I know it's really messed up, and that's how my head gets sometimes. Do you know, Stevie, sometimes that's the best way, mate. Sometimes just hour by hour it's the best way to get through it. I'm glad you do, Suzanne, because sometimes I honestly don't know how my head works. It's really hard to try and work it out, and because I know that once I'm there, I'm going to have a great time. But it's actually, it's the fear, I guess. Oh, bless you, Lou. Thanks for getting up anyway. It means a lot. But a barrel of coffee is not a bad idea. Are you sticking around for Hannah as well, are you? I see that she also took your advice on what to buy, which was good to see. Ah, that's good. That's nice of you. So yeah, it is. It's really hard sometimes. This is me today, Stevie. I'm doing 3 till 5. Then Hannah's coming on 5 till 7. And then I'm at a loss. I was meant to have been sent a schedule, but the schedule's all over the place and doesn't really make a great deal of sense. Can't even find it now. Oh no, that was another picture. I thought, no, who did I send it to then? I was looking at it earlier on. No, it's not that one, was it? I can't remember. But I think from about 7 to 9 or 10, on the schedule everybody got sent. There's nobody actually on, but by all accounts there is, but I just haven't got a clue who's filling in and who's doing what. Ian was supposed to be finishing 10 till 12, but now I think Coins and More is going to do 10 till 11. Ian's going to do 11 till 12. And then John Gamble's doing a 12 till 5. But as far as I'm concerned, it finishes at midday. So yeah, it's all a bit, it's all a bit up in the air. So Ian rang me at sort of 9, half 9 last night. I just got into bed ready to have an early night, and never an early night with Ian on the end of the phone. I will try and find it for you. I just can't for the life of me think who I texted it to. Well, see, this is it. I don't actually think John's 12 till 5 is to do with the coin-a-thon. I have to fill out, I don't know if any of you are aware, CJs that are on during the week get paid reward points for the hours that they've worked. So they don't get cash, they get points to spend on the site. And I have to work out everybody's hours and send it off to make sure they all get paid on time. John Gamble emailed me earlier on, and he actually put his 12 to 5 included in this week's hours. So I'm not sure, because none of the coin jockeys are being paid for this weekend. They're all doing it voluntary. So as far as I'm concerned, officially it finishes at 12 o'clock. That was the original plan, and that's 24 hours by my reckoning. Well, 25 hours by my reckoning. So that's good enough for me. But yeah, you're probably right. Ian will probably be out for dinner. Although I've got a feeling Ian's dad isn't too well at the moment. And Ian hasn't seen a great deal of his dad. So he did go over to see him this afternoon. So depending how well his dad is, he might be over there again tomorrow. But so it's impossible trying to work out what Ian's going to do. Yeah, he did, wearing that shirt. I'm not 100% sure, but I've got a feeling that Hannah is leading the bid on that shirt with £10. And my God, I feel sorry for her. She's already got about 3 of his shirts. No idea what she's going to do with all these shirts that she keeps getting. But this one's going to be a good one because everybody that has donated via Super Chat is getting their name put onto this shirt. All the CJs are keeping a log of it, and they're all putting her name on it. She's making a Frankenstein, Ian. Is it like, oh God, what do you call them? The dolls. Come on, Lee, you're a witch. You'd know what I mean. What are the little dolls? Voodoo doll, that was the one. Yeah, a little voodoo doll, I can imagine that. Yeah, Suzanne's there as well. Have you still not had them then, Stevie? Oh no, didn't I speak to you earlier about that? And they're being made for you or something? Oh no, not you. Right, so what cufflinks are you waiting on? No, because it was somebody that was waiting on Stephen Hawkins. Oh, yours are Hawkins as well. So were yours the ones that Ian broke? That was it, yeah. Right. I will chase him up first thing on Monday for you on that. Because it is taking the mickey waiting all this time. Oh, lost in the post. Okay. Sorry, I'm just making a note of it. Obviously, you're not too worried about the shirt, surely. £60 bid went and missing. Right, I will definitely chase that up for you. I will definitely chase that up. £60 bid, start of September. Yeah, I will get it chased up for you. See, I'm rabbiting too much. Even my tea's gone stone cold and I can't drink cold tea. and shirt. Not too bothered. Yeah, I didn't think you'd be too bothered about the shirt. See, I really need to sort this light out in here because I just cannot ever get anything to show properly. No, it's not really going to do it, is it? Oh well, I tried. They were Hawkins cufflinks, and they are, seriously, they are gorgeous. Whoa, Stevie! Good to see you. Oh, have you got fibromyalgia, Steve? I didn't know that. See how impressed are you, Steve, that I knew what that meant? I'll tell you what I'll do, Stevie. I'll do a deal with you. If I can't get this sorted for you by the end of next week, I will send you mine as a replacement, and they can send me yours. So you've got them. I've not worn them. They've not been, you know, the only time they've come out of the box is to show them on the camera. If you're happy with that, I'm more than happy to do that as a deal with you. Okay, if I can't get it sorted for you by the end of next week, I'll send you mine. And chronic pain disorder. It's funny. My ex had both for that. So is it something that's quite common that they go together? Not a problem, Stevie, honestly, because really you waiting that long is a joke. So I'll happily send them to you. And then it just gives me another reason to nag at Ian. But you won't be disappointed. They are beautiful cufflinks. So no, good to see you, Steve. You've missed. We've had some fun. Obviously, this time in the morning, I'm surprised that 6 people have stayed up. Yeah, Mirror. I wondered that because, as I say, my ex had both. And until I was with her, I'd never even heard of it. But yeah, some days she literally couldn't get out of bed with it. Yeah, not nice at all. So that explains now all the medication you were talking about earlier on. Because I know the amount of medication she was on. So yeah, a lot. Yeah, not nice, not nice. I feel for you. You've got another slot tomorrow, Steve, have you? I was just trying to work. We were just trying to work out who was doing what shifts tomorrow. And I say, I know I've got it in a text somewhere, but I just, for the life of me, I can't find it. But I'm sure on mine, sort of from 7 till 9, 7 till 10 was a bit up in the air. Although saying that, I've got a funny feeling my family collects doing another stint in the morning. Louise, where are you with this pot of coffee? We're all waiting. Enough meds to sink an elephant. Oh, you're not doing anymore, okay. So I'm not sure who are then. I'm sure my family collect said he was doing another one. I've got a feeling. Oh, thanks. What about the rest of us that are sitting here waiting? Look after yourself. Family collects said the back on there. Yeah, I thought they did. But then saying that, to be thinking about it, Lou, it's probably a good idea that you didn't give us coffee. You've probably put some of your old witches spells in it or something, haven't you? Witches potion. Mixed it up in your cauldron. Voodoo pop, love it. And I, for anybody that's not sure, I'm really not being rude to Lou. It was on a day stream, a couple of weeks ago, and everything was just so spooky that she was doing. She was winning auctions and winning. It was raffle or something, wasn't it? Number 13, and it was just all a little bit too spooky. It was last week. A few floating eyeballs in it, yeah. Yeah, so I'm not being rude to her, and she takes it well anyway. But it was really spooky at the time. I think there was about 3 people that won. That was it, 13 won 13. Yeah, it was exactly that. That was it. 13 won 13. I remember it now. We can, Suzanne. What auction would you like to see? That was it. Yeah, telling us who was going to win next. You tell me what auction you want, Suzanne, and I'll do it for you. That was it, and you won on number 13. Any? Okay, do you want a £2 or a 50p? You can decide that, a £2 or a 50p. And then I'll pick one for you. Steve's come on for an auction, yeah. A £2. You missed a good one earlier, Steve. I put 4 of the RAF in a pack and auction them. Right, let me just quickly check what £2 we've got. Oh, what shall I give you? Shall we have a Wedgwood? Frankenstein? D-Day? I can always do another one, but I won't be doing it until there's more people online, because I have to put a minimum on it if I'm doing a box set like that, if you like. Okay, Suzanne, you happy with the D-Day £2? Oh, Steve wants a wedgie. Well, that's no good putting a thumbs up, because I've got Steve with a wedgie and the other with a D-Day. So you've got the deciding vote, Suzanne. D-Day or wedgie? Okay, we'll do a D-Day. And I'm taking it that you don't want to rip open any more sets, so you want it for cash. I'm asking you because you asked for an auction, so... No, for coins, okay. Okay, yeah, we're doing a D-Day £2 with COA and packaging for coins, and 1 coin will start the bids. Let's write this down. Yeah, you've got it, Steve. D-Day. Oh, Suzanne straight in with a big E5. Where have I been writing up there? Let's put this down. Oh, whoa, look at that. I doubled you there. That's a pretty stern bid there. That's what I thought, considering there's only 6 of us here. Straight in with a 10. Awesome bidding. So D-Day £2, and we're doing it for coins. Yeah, what you need to be worried about though, Stevie, is Dragon Lord asked for a D-Day and he hasn't put in a bid yet. Oh, there, look at that. Javid sneaks in with a 12. And good morning to you, Javid. Sorry, Suzanne. Javid, just picture. And he bid one more as well. And Steve Fraser still asking for a D-Day and he hasn't put in a bid. That's what I thought. Just suddenly snuck in there. Steve, dopey I like, because that's when you start bidding what you don't know. And then I say to you tomorrow, Steve, do you remember you bid sort of 30 coins for that D-Day last night? Right, so I'm going to start you, because 12, I think, is a cracking offer at this time of the morning. So I'm going to start a countdown. And I'm not resetting it. So if there's any more bids, the countdown just continues. I honestly thought we were going to get stuck there, given an auction away for about 4 coins. So, Javid, you're a star to come in with 12. 13 from Suzanne. Look at that. More than happy with that. 14 with Stevie. Oh. We've got some serious bidders on at this time of the morning. I'm trying to hide my hands so it's not obvious when I'm pressing the buttons. Oh, shit. This is easy. You won't see this one. Can you hear it? Oh, bollocks. I give up then, sold. That's a cracking bid, Stevie. This is it. If there are any particular coins, D-Day went for 6. Wow. Well, we just smashed you out the park, Steve. 14 we've gone for. And I know what you mean. Some of them have gone, reasonably low. Oh no, Bungle didn't do too bad. Most of the bungles went for over 10. Who else have I got listed? I don't know. This is going to be an absolute nightmare trying to write all this into an email and say these orders, because I don't even know where half my bits of paper are. Hold on. A Gruffalo at 20. That is good. Yeah. Global Hunter on Bungle Stream got a Gruffalo for 7. Where was you at 6? What do you mean 16? No, all the auctions are just random numbers, I'm afraid. Oh, still waiting for your first win. No, get out of here. You won one just now, didn't you? On RJ's stream. Because I counted you down. That's when you were saying about opening your sets. So you definitely won something on RJ's stream. Oh, here. Well, we've only had one auction. Mate, Javid, if people want an auction, mate, I'll throw you all the auctions you want. If you want coins, if you want cash, you tell me and I'll do them. That was it. Yeah, Bob on the last bid. And if they're going to go for, 12, 14 coins, I'm more than happy to do it. More than happy. Obviously, I'd like to do cash because that gets us money for the charity. But on the flip side of that, Ian actually prefers the coins because then he gets them. So it's win-win, really. And as I've said, if there's any particular coin that you want for an auction, tell me and I'll put it up. Tempted to do that. This set coins are better for Ian, so and on a normal stream I'd say no. Got a lot of 2Ps for him. Excellent. If he includes them on the list of coins, then that's what they're there for, isn't it? Yeah, on a normal stream, where you got sort of between 30 and 40 people, I'd say no, one cash, one auction, and one cash, one coin. But where there's only a few of us, if coins is all you want, coins is all you'll get. I believe that 1 and 2p is going to be the first of every month, I believe. And don't quote me, but I think, did he say any 1 and 2p pre-91 or pre-92? It was something like that, wasn't it? I'm sure there was some particular dates on them ones. I'm sure it was just, yeah, 71 to 91, yeah. I'm sure it was just something like that. It will. That's the trouble. Because people are, I mean, I know some people that have got hundreds of them set by. Got to go and crash. Just wanted to fly the flag and say hi during the stream or a night all. And yes, any non-magnetic coppers. Yeah, brilliant, Steve. You get your head down, mate, and I'll hopefully catch you on one of the streams in the morning. Really appreciate you popping in. Javid, the 2p feather, that's the 2008. That's one that can be used in this auction, but we're talking about, Ian has said on the 1st of each month, he'll do a 1 and 2p auction that are just pre-1991. And as Steve says, any non-magnetic pre-1991. And as you can imagine, some people have been saving coppers for donkey's years and they've got hundreds of them. So like Louise just said, it's going to cost a fortune to send them. And then you get the problem also with when you're sending them is you get questions in the post office. Yeah, got them both, yeah. When I sent the 700 Gruffalo back, what's it? £26.10 that cost to send it back. And it was a fair old wait. And I started getting all questions from the woman behind the counter. What have you got in there? And I said, well, I'd rather not tell you. So she was, well, I need to know what's in there. And I sort of looked at her and laughed. Yeah, £26.10. That was for next day delivery before 1 p.m. And she said, I need to know what's in there. And I sort of looked at her and smirked and laughed. And I said, well, it's adult. And not thinking about it because I just didn't want to tell her it was all these coins. And not thinking about it, her next words to me were, "Are there batteries in there?" And I was, no, there's no batteries. And then she let me get away with that. But yeah, that was quite embarrassing. I just didn't think. I was trying to avoid having to tell her what was in it. And that was the first thing that came into my head. Oh, it's adult. You know, I didn't want to have to explain what it was. It was quite funny. Having said that, I'm sure if they'd have given it a shape, they'd have had all the coins in there anyway. But yeah, bizarrely, it weighed quite a bit extra than when Ian sent it to me, which it shouldn't have done. If anything, it should have weighed less. Batteries not included. Oh no, for next time I'll think of something a bit better. Yeah, exactly. That's what she was saying for security and that, you know, I need to know if there's batteries in it. And but obviously I just didn't think too quickly on my feet. Made the situation worse. But she took it in good art, you know. I'm sure you could have sort of had one or two. But don't you need to send it a certain way if it's coins in there? I'm sure Ian was saying that there's some, if they want to do it by the book, there's some thing about sending coins or something. I don't know. And obviously I was paying the bill. So I didn't want the bill to become too expensive. Oh, a hot chockey, proper jealous of that. I think I'm going to have one on the old, I don't say how old they are, by the book was how you did it, special delivery. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's worth knowing for future, then I'll just say it's a load of coins. Yeah, I think when Hannah comes on, I'm going to have one of the old, what do you call them? Hot chocolate from the tart machines. I can't even think what you call them now. Anyway, yeah, I think that's what I'll have. Right then, so do we want another one for coins? We've even picked up a couple of viewers along the way there. Oh, Steve, just before you go, we absolutely destroyed the 3.25 subs. Run through the coins, right? You're going to have to bear with me then because I've got to check it on another tab. So, obviously, we can do the Gruffalo. And the Gruffalo comes with 30 extra coins, a badge apparently of Yoko owner's private parts. What else does it come with? Bumper stickers, a crown. It comes with 1 and 2 Ps. Yeah, absolutely smashed it, Steve. Well chuffed for that. Right, so that's what comes with a Gruffalo, and that's only until Monday. Then all of that changes. You got the Armistice, Battle of Hastings, Battle of Britannia, D-Day 50p, D-Day £2, Frankenstein, Girl Guides, Kew Gardens, Peppies, the RAF, so it's, you know, all of them apart from the badge, I think. Roger Bannister, Scouts, Stephen Hawking, VC Cross, VC Soldier, or the Wedgwood. Yeah, the drag will be brilliant. I'm looking forward to that. Unfortunately, he was in a hold up in a hotel tonight, so he couldn't do it. But that will be funny. Friends even bought a wig for him to wear. So if you look at the videos on the Great British Coin Hunters page, his stream is his thumbnail is the coin. Oh, the coins that you're swapping. I'm not sure, Steve. I don't think he's given us a time as of yet. God, what coins can you use? Now I've got it written down somewhere. Or I did have. I've probably lost that now. All my paperwork seems to have gone peaked on. I've got so much scribbled down on bits of paper here and there. No, that was the other thing I did. Ah, there we go. Okay, what coins can you use? So, you can bid using A to Z coins, any of the Olympics, WWF, the folk/suffragette. I knew he was going to do that. That's getting me back for doing it to you the other day, isn't it? I thought you were going to bed anyway. No, seriously, appreciate that, Steve. Thank you. But that is definitely revenge for when I did it to you. There should be 14, I think it is in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, yeah. No, that's fine, honestly, Steve. I really do appreciate it, mate, honestly. Exactly, Jared. There's no way anybody's sending him a Jemima. And I've actually rubbed the salt right in the wound there, because I sent Ian a Jemima on Friday, but in massive letters across the envelope, I've written full retention of Amy. I was just going to pull you up on that, Steve. You're so on the ball for this time of the morning, aren't you? I was just going to say, you forgot the states. There's 2 on the ball. This is way too early. You really do need to go and get some sleep, Steve. What did I got one of the viewers from the daytime stream. I did a swap. I got a puddle duck, so I was over the moon with that. I wasn't. I can't do that. So yeah, so tell us what coin you want to go up for auction for your coins, and I'll happily stick that one up as well for you. Dopey, better wait. I wouldn't say that was dopey, Steve. That was spot on, mate. Absolutely spot on. I don't think Cook is listed on there. Because somebody was asking for that earlier, and I'm pretty sure it's not on the listings. I'm sure Steve will tell me that it's not while I'm there having a look. But I can't see it on there. So I'm pretty sure that one's not. Cut and paste. Yeah, cut and paste is my favourite friend, Steve. Favourite friend. Yeah, you're doing that to me on purpose, Stevie, aren't you? You heard me list them all out to you just now, and then you still ask for one that's not there. I can't blame you. That's something that I would have probably done. Ah, there you go. I did do a cracking, you know, I said to you I did all the RAF sets earlier. I even did a bigger one than that. It keeps us awake, it certainly does. This is one I put together earlier. I did a Wedgwood, a Sea King, a Lightning, a Spitfire, a Falcon, a Bannister, a Stephen Hawking, a VC Cross, a VC Soldier, and a Battle of Britain, and I put all of them together and auctioned them. As Ian said to me, if you need to, make an executive decision. So I thought, yeah, what the hell, let's just sell them all. He shouldn't be saying that to me. Yeah, that was it for Tracy. Oh, were you about then, Steve? Okay, which RAFs do you want? I can do them for you. As long as it's not the badge. The badge isn't up there. But the others I can do. Yeah, that was a good deal. Oh, was it on your stream, was it, Steve? I don't know, I can't even remember. But yeah, I think she needs Girl Guides, Scouts, and one more, and then she's got the lot. And I've said to her that, that was right, I made you right there. Yeah, and I've got them all listed here. I just didn't want to get it all confused because you were keeping a list of everything that had sold on yours. So I didn't want to get it confused and me write down other stuff. You've got the Sea King and the badge. Oh, well, you don't need two then, you need three. So you can have the Lightning, the Spitfire, or the Falcon. So take your pick, and you can have one of them next. Sorry, I'm just in one of those moods now. It's getting a bit late and a bit early. Yeah, we can do that. It's early, Steve, it is, yeah. Okay, so that one's for coins. Look at this, we're picking up viewers. Christ, I thought they'd be dropping off to sleep. I suppose they could all be asleep watching, but right, just one coin. We'll open the bidding on that one then. That's all we need, one coin. All right, Steve, cheers, mate. I'm sure I'll catch you tomorrow. Actually, while you're doing this, it's only on 2 Bitcoins, 5 with Suzanne. I'm going to put the kettle on as well. Oh, this is what I like to see. We're up to 6. Oh, I'll put my thing there. I'll just leave you to play with that one for a minute. And when I've made me cup of tea, then I'll count you down. I'm not doing the drag. The drag queen, you mean? Or drag act, should I say? That's not me that's doing it. But there will be one. I certainly have in the past, yeah. David wants to try and sneak in with these bits, doesn't he? I said earlier on, mate, sleep is for wimps. It's really overrated. Ian won't get me in drag, mate. He can try his best, but he won't be getting me in it. Even Suzanne wants to get in on these coins now. So I used to do my first coin video, but I keep spending on the goddamn bricks. It's difficult though, I've got to be honest. I wouldn't want to be in your guys' positions. It's hard because he's taken a lot of stuff off the site for this weekend. So trying to go on there to spend money, it's a real... And I've got a shed load of points trying to spend, and it's really hard trying to find something on there. He can say on here all he wants that he wants me in drag. It ain't happening. I'll tell you what, I'll put it to him now. If he gets a £250 donation to the charity, then I'll do it. That's the only way that he'll get me to do it. My wife was watching dramas PS4, so I was watching a movie at a laptop and fell asleep in my bed. Right, I just got to make my cup of tea and then I'll count you down. Oh. Yeah, if you get Ian to donate £250 to this charity, then I'll do it. Yeah, my tea's ready. Sorry. So we're counting down. I don't even know who's winning now. I shouldn't ask, should I? It's obvious who's winning. And it's just 6 coins that's leading at the moment. I did 2 videos so far, trying to get next Thursday's 2 bags. 1 250, 50 and 1 100 for 10 piece. Let's see next week's video again. Oh, I missed 18 out there, so you're going to have 2 17s. I like watching the coin hunt videos, but I just don't think that I've got the patience to sit there and sift through them. Because it does take quite a while as well, doesn't it? And my attention span isn't very good when I'm doing stuff like that. So I just don't think I'd have the patience to do it. I'm trying to do these buttons really quietly and it's not working at all. It's one of them things, isn't it? The quieter you try to be, the worse it gets. Nearly sold. I think it will be yours. Yeah, I've got to do it though, just for fairness. But I agree, it would have been easier to have done that. So 6 coins. I'll find where I'm writing all this now. So that's sorry, I think the RAFs already written it down. The RAFs have been really popular tonight. Just do that, can I? Save to me again. Your full list of coins that I can do, Javid. The full list is easier for me to give you. So obviously I can do the Gruffalo, which comes with loads of extras. You're getting 30 extra coins, loads of 1 and 2p's. Obviously they're going to be rubbish ones, but bumper stickers, Badger Yoko owners, private parts, 4 prints. So I can do that one. Or you've got then Armistice, Battle of Hastings, Battle of Britain, Britannia, D-Day 50p, D-Day £2, Frankie, Girl Guides, Kew Gardens 2019 before anybody asks, Peppies, RAF, Roger Bannister, the Scouts, Stephen Hawking, Feci Cross, Feci Soldier, or the Wedgwood. The Wedgwood's been another popular one. Got 3 Graffalos in order. I think I've got about 2, I think. But staff are supposed to get one as well. Did Ian eventually say what copper coins after that magnet separation? Not to my knowledge. I don't recall him saying that. Right, so Sam wants the Peppies, so we'll do one of them. And you want it for coins again, don't you? Yeah, I don't know. I suppose really it's a bit rude of me, really, but when it comes to the coppers, I think, one, because you just get so dirty with them. 2, I just haven't got the patience to sit there and try and read what it says on a 1p coin. I haven't got the patience for that. So I kind of switch off when people start talking about them. Bit rude, I know, but it's weird. I got one last ordered already from Ian, but 2 aren't posted yet. As far as the Gruffalos are going, I was saying just now, Ian spent all day Friday signing all the certificates of authenticity there. So most of those will be ready to be sent out this week. They're going to try to get all the other coins from this weekend out as soon as possible. Gruffalo will take, obviously, the priority because it's the next coin coming out. Yeah, I would be. 100% I would be. Ian's got the snowman on the eBay shop, but not at his website. I don't know. We had a bit of confusion earlier on where one of the CJs actually auctioned a snowman. Even though I was trying to say, no, Ian hasn't got any snowman. Yeah. But fortunately, the CJ that did it said he had a spare one, so he would put it in. But yeah, it caused a bit of confusion. I'm not sure because I know on Friday, Ian was saying they've had some trouble with their eBay shop because obviously they don't do it anymore, do they? It's done through like an agent, if you like. And he was saying that they've been having problems with accounts being shut down and that. So honestly don't know. But there is a lot on the website that is showing as out of date, or out of stock, sorry. But he's got stock. Like, for example, was it? I think it might have been on Bungle's stream. Ian put up 4 penguins, you know, the penguin set. But on the site, that's listed as being out of stock. Yeah, my family got the 4 penguins for 10 coins. So I'd love to be able to, you know, say to you, I'll do some of them sort of things for you. But I just can't risk it in case he hasn't got any more of them. And it backfires on me. So we're going with the Peppies anyway, because that's what Suzanne asked for. So it's another coin one, and 1 coin will start us off. Your Gruffalos are getting done this week. Suzanne's in with 2. The majority of the Gruffalos, let's put it that way, are being done this week. Certainly all of the pre-orders being done this week, and the ones that have been won from tonight will be getting done this week. Because as of Monday, the price doubles to $49.95 on them. I don't know. As far as I'm aware, I think they're putting 1,000. I thought it was 700, but I think they're putting 1,000 into circulation of this one. And I know got 5 from early September. Yeah, they should. I say, if I'm honest, the old certificate of authenticity was naff. It was just, you know, like an A4 piece of paper with something stuck to it, and it looked really naff. But they've come up with some proper nice certificates this time. And I know Ian spent all day Friday signing those off. Hey, Hannah, good to see you. Hey, Lou was wondering whether you're going to make it. Suzanne's in with 6 for the Peppies. Yeah, so the Gruffalos. The other thing that Ian's, you know what Ian's like. Another thing that Ian's come up with is that there will be the certificate of authenticities are going to cut. I shouldn't really say it until it's announced, but bollocks, I don't care. If I get a slap on the wrist, I get a slap on the wrist. He's going to get some of the good to see you, Laughter. I thought you'd gone. He's going to get some of the coin jockeys to sign some of the, I don't know whether it's going to be the packaging or the COAs or a combination of the two. So as Steve's doing some with the Stephen Hawkins, he's signing some. And I think he's planning on sending some back to me of the Gruffalo to do. I can tell you lots of inside information. Yeah, so the idea being, you know, if you've got your favourite coin jockeys or whatever, there will be limited, I don't know, say for the Gruffalo there's 1,000 up for sale. There'll be maybe 100 from a particular coin jockey or whatever. Yeah, this is the £2 Peppies, and we're at 6 coins with Suzanne, and 7 with Stevie. But I should have known it, shouldn't I? For what it's worth, I'll start your countdown, but we all know where this is going. How are you feeling now, Hannah? You feeling any better? Having said that, bear in mind that this countdown doesn't get reset. So there's a chance you could always steal it right at the death. Don't worry about interrupting Hannah or anybody, just go for it. It's nice to see somebody talking. I can't believe we're actually picking up viewers. You must have a full bag. Are you a member of the Great British Coin Hunt, Sean? Just made a cuppa to wake up. Are you feeling any better now? We'll have a slight pause on 2. And there you go. I even paused there, Suzanne, because I thought you might have come back in and tried to pinch that one. I'm dying out now. Who was it? Lou said something about you were making a Frankenstein with Ian's shirts. So maybe that's what would wires are. So what did you get that for? 7 coins. Hi, A1 Coins, good to see you. 1 second, Sean, and I'll answer you. And we know who that's to again. Now the wires are out, exactly. So do you know the coins that you can use to bid with? It did sound bad, it did. Because we're not bidding in cash, although there will be cash auctions as well. For mine, I'm just doing coins. We have a list of coins that you can use. And now Dragon Steve ain't here anymore, is he? I bet I can't cut and paste this link. I bet it goes back too far. Yeah, there we go. Gets there with the stream hackers phone before you can win something. The clocks have gone back, yes. No, it is only 4:36, not 5:35. Right, so Sean, that's a list of the coins that you can use to bid on the auctions. Yeah, so Liam, sorry mate, it's actually 4:30, not 5:30. Hannah, they don't want any more people bidding on them. Did you bid on Ian's shirt? I was trying to work out who is leading the bids on Ian's shirt, and I thought it was Hannah again. Yes, all it is then, Sean. You pick a coin that you want me to auction off. I start an auction off. You bid 1 coin, 2 coins, 3 coins, etc. I start a countdown. When I get to 1, it's sold, and whoever's got the highest bid wins it for X amount of coins. as the last one, for an example, was 7 or something. How could I have lost that? I've literally, yeah, 7 coins. So you send 7 coins from those. You want the Kew Gardens for cash. No gold once tonight. Yeah, no gold proofs tonight, mate. Sorry. However, what was it Ian has said? Once we hit 5,000 subs, there will be another gold proof Peter Rabbit auction for A to Z 10p's. So, I mean, the channel is growing at ridiculous speeds. I mean, even tonight, it's picked up a couple of 100 subs tonight. It's growing crazy fast. So, yeah, as soon as it hits 5,000, A to Z 10p's will be another gold proof Peter Rabbit. And if I take it you've seen the one that was up. And it was a stunning coin. Yeah, 3.26. I know, it's incredible, Hannah. It's just crazy. I watched a video yesterday from September, and there was less than 2,000. And that's crazy. It's only a month ago. I can put a Kew Gardens up for cash, but I can't let it go for stupid money. This is the thing. It is, Lou. Everybody's followed you here. You've cast your old witch's wand around and got them all to come here. Been here since 60 subs. Wow. Were you a customer of Ian's before that? You know what's coming, don't you? I don't even have to say it. You know what's coming. Wow, that is incredible. So when are we going to see you on a live stream? He is always looking for extra people to come on live. No, not you. I know you won't do it. Oh, you are planning to do one. Brilliant. Got that coin for nothing. 57.50 for a gold coin. Remember when Ian started, only had a few hundred people back then doing well. It is. I say it's just going absolutely crazy. Customer before YouTube started. People will take the piss out of my Lancashire accent. No, you'd be fine. And to be fair, Lee, you have got a fantastic collection of coins there that I'm sure a lot of people would really like to see. So I do think you should consider it. Don't have to show your boat race, do you? A lot of people just show their hands. Yeah, I keep calling you a show off. We'll hit straight away. Yeah, I know. I'm not saying it's not fine, but some people don't want to show their boat race, do they? Some people just show their hands. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. God, digging a hole for myself. He does come in and nab everything. Oh, pissheads, they're still coming home from the pub. I can hear them outside. Yeah, but no, on a serious note, I know he is looking for more CJs because obviously we do the daytimes, 12 till 5. You know, that's Monday to Friday. It's a regular thing now. but he is looking for people to do regular streams outside that. And it's good fun. I was really crapping myself the first time I did it. I had about 10-15 minutes notice. I probably wouldn't have done it if I'd had any more. I won't show me ass though, put on weight. I work for money, not for points. It could be arranged, I'm sure. I end up doing 5 till 8. That's great. Absolutely great. I say he is looking for people to do all sorts of shifts, and yeah, and it's not all, you know, flogging off stuff from the site. With some people, he's just I think it was RJ Coins tonight. He just said to them, look, don't worry about doing any auctions. Do them if you want. If not, just carry on and do your own thing. Because obviously they bring a following with them. So it's good. And it's good laugh. Lou will tell you, we have a laugh during the day. Friday wasn't particularly funny, I must admit. I was literally banging my head on the desk, screaming at him, go away. But yeah, generally it's good fun. You tend to get the same people, you know, whether you want to admit it or not, you build up a bit of a following and you get the same people in. Morning, Cal. Good Christ. How have we hit 16? Hannah, do you see what's happened here? They know that you were coming on, and this sub count is shot right up. 15 I'm on here. It is. I mean, when Ian said it to me, I was like, don't be so stupid. And he was, no, seriously. He said, you guaranteed that there are certain people that will be on every time you stream. Hey, good to see you still there, Suzanne. I did wonder if you flaked out on us yet. And it's not, yeah, obviously during the day we are there trying to flog stuff for him. But we still have a bit of a laugh and a joke in there as well. And you know, we were talking about degus and all sorts of stuff the other day, weren't we? I think I'm already subbed, Stevie B, on yours. If not, as soon as I come off, I will sub you. But I think I already am. I'm getting a bit concerned because I've said Hannah's name 2 or 3 times and she hasn't responded. Oh, she's here. Mad as a box of frogs. That's it. But we all have good fun though, don't we? We do all have good fun on there. And how long have we been doing that now? It's got to be a couple of months we've been doing them daytime streams. And I don't think there's ever been any trouble in there, has there? And even a few today, for most of the ones that I've been around for, I think I've silenced 1 person today. So as a general rule, you don't get too many idiots about. And I will have to meet up sometime in Spoons. Start my machine, give myself a free shot. There you are, Stevie's still here. Still in bed, but hanging on. Steve, you're in for a shock, mate. You've got to stay on till 5 o'clock now, because apparently Hannah is going to be wired up to some sort of machine, giving herself electric shocks. So that's going to be worth staying for. People would pay to watch that, and you're going to get to see it free. Yeah, yeah, exactly that, Steve. I'd like to say that I knew what you meant there, Stevie B, but I'm afraid I'm not a Star Trekkie, or I'm not a Trekkie, is it? It's the 2017 then. 2017 what? Steve Concord ain't my grazing area. I come home with what I went with. Okay, I'm getting really confused now. Yeah, I really don't know what's going on. That's all right, as long as you did. Hannah, just to let you know, if you don't want to do any auctions, Hannah, don't bother. It's literally in your hands. You do as little or as many as you want. So if you just want to sit there for 2 hours and have a chat, sit there and have a chat. It's the 50p 2017 circulated shield. Is that what you mean? Yeah, so if you don't want to do any, you just want to sit there and have a chat and a laugh and a giggle for 2 hours. I think we've only done three. So literally just do whatever you want. Nobody's going to expect you to. Now, Lou's answered you. If you were asking about the bidding, yeah, you can bid with the 2017 Shield. I'm not sure who won those three. I can't really remember. 27 Shield is rarer than Jemima and the Newton. Do you mean, was it intended for circulation? I don't know. Yeah, so literally just, it's the ball's in your court, Hannah. Do it as you want, what you want, when you want. No rules, just, you know. The Shield 50p is the second rarest coin in circulation. Mate, I've got that confused. I could always sleep. Javid, I'll tell you what, pay me to sleep. No, you're right, Stevie. Honestly, it's fine, mate. There we go. Sean, there's a couple of people saying to you now the 2018 vintages are out. It isn't the second rarest. Yeah, just going back to you, Hannah, Javid can pay you to sleep. I guarantee there's people out there that would pay for that. I don't mean that in a nasty way, you know, just all these weirdos that are out there. I'm sure somebody would pay you to watch you sleeping. I know, it did sound wrong when I first said it. Somebody would pay you to sleep. I didn't mean it like that. Is it a webcam you're using? Me, yeah. Sorry, I thought, yeah. Sorry, Stevie. Yes, I'm using a webcam. I know, I should shut up, Javid. I dig myself bigger holes. I don't know when to stop, and I just keep digging. It wasn't anything fancy with the webcam. It's, you know, I think it was only about 10 quid or something. All my haters can't wait to be the biggest bidder. So I haven't even had a super chat donation. And do you know what? I don't mind. Because we've only had a few people in. We've had a good giggle for 2 hours. We've done a couple of auctions. And that's it. Well, when you're asleep in half, but the brain's this say too much at the back. Yeah, that's exactly it with me. My mouth engages before my brain. You think I'd have learned by now, but no, it doesn't work. But I never set out to offend, and that's all that matters, isn't it? Just have a bit of fun. As we were saying earlier, you live for today, innit? That's the best way, though, Stevie. It's the best way to be. You know where you stand with me. I don't put on any airs and graces. I am what I am, and that's it. That's it. All big grown-up people. Lou's going downstairs for a fag. Just open the window, stick your head out the window. I actually really enjoy going outside for a fag because I go out on the balcony and it's really nice. Are you really only 16? Who's going to punch you at 5 o'clock in the morning? I might put my CPAP machine on. That would bring the spies in. I was going to say, I didn't think you were 16. Christ. Yeah, that's it. In your head. That's it, mate. That's all that counts, isn't it? That's all that matters. Very hard paper, yeah, exactly. Yeah, now they're all coming in. That would be hilarious, though, Hannah. So I've got one in the bedroom, but I just can't get on with the bloody things. I don't know. It just makes me feel like I'm suffocating. Javid, that is brilliant. I love that. Not allowed to bid. Not of a legal age. I've just had a look. The Peter Rabbit has taken second spot. I'm 47, be kind to the elderly. I'm 48. Am I? Shit. I had to think then. Yeah, I'm 48. Yeah. God, that's really confused me. Yeah, I am. I'm 48. God, I had to think then. So you wouldn't have to sit there and think about how old you are. That's when you know you're too old. I've had many of them days. Many of them days. Ah, see, mine's in January. That's why we're all hitting the mint in January. Who else was it? Is it Purple Fairy? No, Disney, isn't it? Disney Princess. No, not me. I'm a Capricorn. No, I'm not. I'm Aquarius. I think it was Disney. Pretty sure it was Disney. But yeah, I'm Aquarius. I'm what do they call it? I'm on the cusp. 21st of January, where it's one of each, but for some reason they say Aquarius. Yeah, Disney. There you go. Yeah, I think mine's the 21st January, and Disney. is it 27th, 28th, something like that. Hers is. So we said we'd go to the mint in January as sort of a mid-birthday thing. I was going to go anyway as a treat to myself for my birthday. And it kind of snowballed from there, and now there's loads of us going. So if you want to come and join us, cool, look, we've really gone up. There was only 6 of us at one point. Right, are you ready for me to hand over to you, Hannah? As my cigarettes are calling me. Fire away. Okay, birthday treat for you as well. 28th of December. Awesome. That'd be nice then. So there'll be a few beers being sunk in the bar. Right, thank you all for joining me. I know we didn't do a great deal, but it was nice. And now I won't not stay tuned, is it? But you know what to do. Stay on, and Hannah's going to be with you shortly. So thank you all again, and I'll see you in a minute. Bye.